All right, welcome to the fourth edition of Main Event Wrestling. I'm your host, Mr. Main Event Wrestling, and today our topic comes from Victor Baker on YouTube. He asked, "What are my thoughts on the two Money in the Bank ladder matches? Who do I predict to win the WWE World Heavyweight title, and who do I prefer to win?" And the same question for the traditional one. Thank you, Victor. And that is what the show is going to be, a Money in the Bank preview / prediction show. And there's only been 4 matches announced, which I assume there's going to be at least one, maybe 2 more put on the show, unless they're going to have the 2 ladder matches go a long time each. But we have Paige defending the Divas title versus Naomi. I'm going to say Paige. I like Paige. Paige is a good wrestler. She's really good looking, and she's got an accent, and that's good in my book. We've got the traditional Money in the Bank ladder match with Seth Rollins, Kofi Kingston, Jack Swagger, Dolph Ziggler, Rob Van Dam, Bad News Barrett, and Dean Ambrose. This is going to be the match of the show. This is going to steal the show, no doubt about it. And I think Barrett's going to win because I think that they're high on Barrett. They finally got something going for him that's going to, I think, get him to the top. I like the Bad News gimmick. I like his mic work. I like his in-ring work lately. Him and Dolph Ziggler had a great match tonight on Raw. Definitely match of the night. And the best Raw match in a little while. At least this year that I can remember. But yeah, Bad News Barrett, and if it's not him, I think it's going to be Ziggler. Because out of all those guys there, I think those are the only 2 that should be champion within a year. Now, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose are going to be champions, but I don't think they'll be champions this year. Or even the first part of next year. But they will both be champions, guaranteed. Mark that down. And putting the slap guarantee right on Bad News Barrett to win Money in the Bank. And then we have the Usos defending against Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, the Wyatts. I think this is going to be another contender for match of the night. But I don't think it will be. But I think it's going to be really, really good. It could be the best tag team match of the year. Because all 4 guys can work their own style. I love the Usos. The Usos are probably my favorite tag team in WWE right now. But I love the Wyatts. I love everyone in the Wyatt family. But I think Luke Harper is the best in-ring worker of the entire 3. And I'm going Wyatts in that match. I think they're gonna not dominate, but they're going to be physically punishing the Usos for most of the match. And I think Harper's gonna hit someone with that sick discus clothesline and get the win, because I think it's just their time to have the titles. I think the Usos have had them for long enough, and that the Wyatt family could use some gold. They've been around for over a year and they haven't had any titles. So I think that this is the time to give them titles. I think that this is the time to make or Harper and Rowan champion. And then we've got the WWE World Heavyweight Ladder match with Del Rio, Orton, Sheamus, Cesaro, Wyatt, Reigns, Cena, and just announced tonight, Kane. Now, I have a scenario in my head for where this is all going to go. And there's only one guy where it can really all mesh together perfectly. And everyone listening to this is probably going to hate me for this. And that's John Cena. John Cena, I think, is going to come out of Money in the Bank, WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and he's going to keep it after Battleground. And he's going to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the title. And it's going to be Brock Lesnar wanting his revenge for John Cena beating him at Extreme Rules a couple years ago. And it's the one defeat since he's been back that Lesnar hasn't avenged. And I think he's going to come back, SummerSlam, avenge it, win the title, and stick around until WrestleMania, where he's going to lose it to Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns is going to put on the show of a lifetime at Money in the Bank. He's going to be the single star of Money in the Bank. Now, the other Money in the Bank match is going to be overall better, but I think Roman Reigns is going to be the star of the show. Roman Reigns has been awesome lately, and even though Seth Rollins was the one to turn on Reigns and Ambrose, I think it seems like at least they've gone ahead with the split of Reigns and Ambrose. Ambrose is more focused on Seth Rollins, and Reigns is dead set on being champion, which he will be at WrestleMania. Mark that down today, June 23rd. Roman Reigns will be leaving WrestleMania 31 WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Guarantee it. Now, that's not to say there aren't other possibilities. That scene is just my pick, and that scenario is just what I think is going to happen. But you could have Randy Orton win it, and then have him drop it to Bryan if he's ready, and then have Bryan drop it to Lesnar at SummerSlam. Or if you're not going to put it on Lesnar at SummerSlam and Bryan's going to be out for longer, put it on Bray Wyatt or Roman Reigns now. Give them a run with the title. Give a young guy a run with the title. When was the last time someone really young into their career got a chance to roll with the ball? I think that would be something interesting to do if that's the way the dice rolled and that they couldn't get Lesnar to do a long-term deal. But that is my Money in the Bank prediction, and that is where I'll leave you this week. Until next week, I will see you later.